West or like some Dead Rising character.
All right, well, welcome back and happy Monday. It is Monday, August 7th, 2023. We're here doing another episode of the Midjourney experiment, so we'll be playing with new things today. It's Monday, so we're going to take a real casual day. I think the plan would be to go through idioms and sayings again and trying to find something interesting there to play with. If not, I also have a Madlibs that I was thinking about trying to create a story, but that would require some viewer help. So we'll see which one we decide to do. Either way, I'm happy to do all and any or both or some, whichever way it goes. So that is going to be our plan for today. Either Madlibs or idiom and sayings. See if we can confuse Midjourney, which is usually pretty easy to do, as we've discovered over the last couple weeks. Sorry, opening a seltzer water so I can stay hydrated. Everything getting in the way. All right. Fantastic. Exactly what we wanted to happen. That's what we're working with. Okay. Just making sure everything is in place. Might want to move this over a little bit. Our audio's fine. All right. And we're good to go. So today, that's the plan. Idioms and sayings, and then we're gonna be doing a Madlibs if we're perspectiving ourselves. Sorry, I didn't mean to switch over to Twitch. I was just trying to actually see where we were. Okay. Phobias of phobias, names of songs. Let's make a new one. Let's call this building a store. Let's call this one story time. It would be really cool if I could in real time create a slideshow book, but I don't think I'm fast enough to do that. Oh, we're already starting up. Enchanted book. Opening. Opened. Pouring out magic and bless me. And magical creatures. Let's see how vague we can get. As we're waiting for that, we are going to, let me pop over into, that's not what I want. That is helpful though, but not what I want. Wait. That's the same document as I have in front of me. Okay, perfect. But I do need this document. Over here, we are going to... How did I even do that last time? Catchphrase. Idioms and sayings. Opposite and rhyming pairs. Adjectives. Profitable, urban, quirky, immaculate, hefty. These would work pretty good too. And I could do nouns, neck, doctor's office, gallon, stretch. Trios. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Penny, nickel, and dime. Hip, hip, hooray. Rain, sleet, and snow. Slime, snail, and snails and puppy dog tails. I like that one. All right. And away we go. Just as I'm kind of searching through, I like trios. Weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth. Uno, dos, tres. Just seems like 1, 2, 3, guys. Eat, drink, and be merry. I could probably do 16 by 9. It would save me a lot of time. What's up, goodies? I redid the Madlib that you sent me, so I'm down to do the story. I'm just gonna ask you for, I guess, a list of things, and we'll put it together. Yeah, I was just sitting here playing around some other things while I was waiting, but I'm completely down to do the story if you want. Where is it? Let me bring it up. That guy looks very merry. Weeping, wailing, and gnashing teeth. These are actually pretty good. Slime, snails, and puppy dog tails. Sorry, I'll give you a little bit of a bigger view. That little boy looks very happy. But that's what little boys are made of. Girls are made out of sugar and spice and everything nice. Boys are made out of this, so I don't know. I think we got the short end of the stick with that that rhyme. But yeah. Anyways, I guess we'll figure this out. So I have a story here, and I need to figure out all the wording. The first thing I need is it a person, an animal, or a creature? We have to pick through the three. And Goodies is here to help me, so let's see if what the plan is. Always a little interesting playing with the live chat and live people. Okay, so we're going to start with the animal. What is the animal's name? This is good because I'm just going to... Oh, let me copy this one so if this does work, we can try it again. I need the name of the animal, Goodies. The name of the animal. Be good. Be good. Charlie. Okay. Charlie. Next, I need a place or an object. Place or an object. Give me a place or an object. I'm gonna just, while I'm waiting for Brian Montana. Okay. I don't love that this one said a place, but we're just gonna give it to it. All right. I need person, animal, or creature. You gotta pick one. Again. I need a person, animal, or creature picked, and then I need an item or an object. Item or an object. Okay. I need a name. My fear is that when we actually put this into Midjourney, it's going to freak it out. Because it's going to, it's not going to like trying to keep characters similar. Okay. Good old Brian. Oi? No, good old Brian. Like, he's not old. How do you spell that? Is that spelled brain? Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, we need Charlie. We need to bring Charlie. I need a feeling. A feeling. Be goodies, I need a feeling. I need a feeling. I need a feeling. Okay. That was the most generic feeling I could add. That's all right. The feeling of happiness is a feeling, just like being hungry. Charlie. Okay. I have to be a little bit more descriptive because these are going to be going in I need an adjective, and then I need like a type of environment. Adjective, and then like type of terrain or environment, like the forest, the jungle, the Arctic, something like that. All right. All right. Okay, we need a magical creature of some type is the next thing it's asking for. Just, I feel like is kind of a magical creature, like why not just leprechaun? You really like the leprechaun, short, yoga mats. What's going on today? Okay. Just gonna paste that right in there. Yeah, well, you probably just got back from an intense yoga session, so I'll give you a break this time. But next time, come with your A game. They found a leprechaun blocking the path. Who was crying? I need a noun or a thing. A noun or a thing. A noun or a thing. Alright, a pot of gold. I had a feeling that was coming. Yep, Midjourney really, makes sense. Okay, now I need you to create a solution to a problem. That's what it's asking for next, which seems pretty lengthy. Create a solution to a problem. But you don't know what the problem is, which is unfortunate. Man, Midjourney is really giving us some guns. Okay, I'll give you a second. I gotta fill in some names down here too. Improv Midjourney situation. All right, hold on. Who's good old brain? So the solution to his problem is sharing your potatoes with everyone. Sounds like a good idea. This is going to be complicated because we're going to prompt them and it's going to give us 4 of each, and then I don't know. Maybe this is something that definitely has to be pre-prompt, but it doesn't seem like it can be. Okay. The last 2 things I need. I need your top 2 wishes that you would like. If a genie said, Brian, you have, or goodies, you have 2 wishes, you what are your top 2? Top 2 wishes. seeing the rolling hills of Ireland and drinking a nice pint of Guinness. You know you're just gonna mess Midjourney up with this oh situation. Okay. See the rolling hills of Ireland. Alright, I need a type of transportation. Cart and horse. Why do you hate me right now? And then an activity that you do with friends. I believe it's called a horse and buggy. Unless you really want a cart and horse. But I need an activity you do with your friends. Okay. Friends. Friend. Okay. This looks pretty messy. I don't know what we're gonna get. The story is okay. Okay, so let's try it. We've already opened up story time. There's my magical book, so looky. The magical books came out pretty cool, actually. Like, cool intro if you're doing like a podcast where you're reading a story or reading a book with someone. Could be cool. Anyways, so story time. If these work, we can do these Madlib story times. If it doesn't, we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to take out a few things just to hopefully make this flow a little bit better, but we don't even have... We need a what type of animal? We need a type of animal. What type of animal is Charlie? Goodies, what type of animal is Charlie? Our main character of the story. What do you think? What do you think? What type of animal is our main character? He would be. He would be. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a magical rabbit named Charlie who lived in Montana. Alright, so here's page 1 of our children's book. 1920 by 1080. Oh, someone forgot to put imagine, like everything's all out of place. We'll make that disappear. We'll put that there and then we'll make it reappear like magic. Because computers are magic. Once upon a time, there was a magical rabbit named Charlie who lived in Montana. Perfect. Sounds good so far. Okay, so we got some options for some magical rabbits. They look pretty tame. Doesn't look as magical as he could. Looks more like a Harry Potter, not a Harry Potter, but Lord of the Rings type bunnies. Okay. We'll continue on. We'll see what happens. And we're gonna just do this one as it comes. All right, we'll try to we're gonna go through and pick them all at the end, and we'll see if we can make a story. I don't know if the name matters in the story. Sharing news of a magical yoga mat. So one day a person named Good Old Brian came to visit, sharing news about a magical yoga mat. Alright. We'll see what kind of shot this gives us. If, like, I'm guessing it's not going to match with the bunny because there's no reference to the bunny in that. So maybe I should change magical rabbit instead of Charlie. Right? I don't know. We're just practicing. But I think that it'll... Oh my goodness. What happened? The magical rabbit felt very happy to hear this and couldn't wait to see the magical yoga mat in. Wouldn't it be in rabbit? Even though it was across the short desert. Right now, the short desert. Okay, Brian, we'll pick all of them in a second. I know, that's going to be like the best part, right? Just putting it together, and then we'll read it and see what it looks like. See if we can make millions. I'm ready. Ready to bust out of this joint. Oh, did I do it right? Okay, so the magical rabbit felt very happy to hear this and couldn't wait to see the magical yoga mat in person, even though it was across the short desert. And I think I'm just gonna have to give it a little bit. The magic rabbit and to good old Brian. Packed up. Packed up their things and were off on a great adventure. $19.20 by $10.80. Okay. So there definitely needs to be more like filler pictures in here in order to make this story work. I feel like you gotta like make a yoga mat across the desert or something like that. But this is kind of a cool concept just to think about and kind of look at. Okay. I don't see good old Brian anywhere in here. Oh, Anna. Anna's not a word. Our magical rabbit's our main character, though. That's our problem here. Sorry, I want to remake this one. And the magical rabbit packed up their things and were off. I think that's my idea, and I'm sticking to it. We'll decide between the two, and we're good to go. See which one we like better. These ones. Okay, let's see where we're at with this third. Oh. In the short desert, they found a leprechaun blocking the path who was crying. Well, he gave us a whole different kind of a person named Brian. This person named Brian's just a little kid. So when Brian was a little kid. But this person named Brian is an old yogi. So we'd have to do a little touch up there. I like all these weird leprechauns though. Alright, our next line is... A leprechaun was stuck in a pot of gold and couldn't get loose. We're going to take this. And we're going to write out this one needs to be actually to help the leprechaun. Sorry, I'm just trying to prompt this so that it actually works. And let's put this as not a person. Hey man. Maybe since we know good old Brian's a man. A man named Brian and a rabbit thought about what they could do to help the leprechaun get out of the pot of gold. This should be more like a rabbit and a man named Brian devising a way to, but I feel like there's a million ways to word things, which is true. There's a million ways to word things. I'm guessing, yeah. Suddenly, the magical rabbit had an idea. Let's see what that looks like. That's not helpful. That turns our man Brian into a leprechaun. This is a little bit more troubling than I might have thought. Just because it's so hard to get images within images. All right. I'm just gonna put this one in straight up. The great idea was suddenly the magical rabbit had an idea. The idea was to let's share our potatoes with everyone. Because they don't have any common thread to each other, it's hard to get them to link up and actually like make them look like something. Consistency is, oh no. You know we can't have that. Just gonna make it anyways. I don't want to see it. It's the wrong size. I will not have it. He granted the man and the rabbit AR 1920 by 1080. Oop. There's none of that. It's getting diluted. I think you have to like write. You gotta really write with a purpose. The magical rabbit wished to see, and you'd have to like write rabbit looking over the rolling hills of Ireland. I feel to get this prompt, you're kind of writing what you want to see rather than the story, which makes it this hard to do. And it's definitely a good practice run to see if it works. But I feel like I need to write magical rabbit looking over the rolling hills of Ireland, you know, from an aerial perspective or something like that, just in order to give it. This might work though. Good old Brian. Wish for nice pint of Guinness. Okay. Okay, this one's gonna be real crazy. And good old Brian has so many different faces. The three of them, so we need good old Brian. The magical rabbit. And the leprechaun. Took a horse and buggy to the magical yoga mat, and they were there in no time. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. Because if I try to change it too much, it's just gonna... I feel like you either do one or the other. You just leave it like it is, or you change it a lot. It's like car restoration. You either turn it into like something it's never gonna be, or it never was supposed to be, or you put it back to the original condition. There's not a lot of in between. I mean, of course you can race it out, but still, it's never going back to its original condition at that point. Alright. And then the last line of this is, imagine. So the last line is, when they returned home, the three friends read sad Irish poetry to celebrate. When they returned home, good old Brian, the magical rabbit, and the leprechaun read sad Irish poetry to celebrate. Alright, now it's almost time for story time. I'm gonna need good old Brian to choose his adventure. Are you ready, goodies? Are you ready, goodies? I hope you're ready. Alright, there's going to be a lot of inconsistencies, but we're going to go from the top. Alright, so that's our whole book, our whole thing written out into some visual prompts. Alright. Which one's going to be our magical rabbit? Named Charlie. I mean, he's going to change a little bit. What's going to be our opening scene? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 is how it works. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, Brian, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. 4. So we're going to pick number 4 here. Upscale 4. Alright, goodies. Here we got our yoga instructor. This is supposed to be good old Brian, but I feel like none of these really capture what good old Brian looks like. Or maybe they capture him perfectly. 3. So 1, 2, 3. Our young gentleman here. Moving down, the magical rabbit felt very happy to hear this and couldn't wait to see the magical yoga mat in person, even though it was across the short desert. So which one are we going to use for that one? Hi Kylie. Working on a Madlibs tonight here on the channel, so if you've just joined us, that's what we're doing. Number 2, so our little praying rabbit friend. 1, 2, upscale. You can't pick, Mom, it's not your turn. You can do your own. Alright. Alright, goodies. The magical rabbit and a person named Good Old Brian packed up their things and were on a great adventure because someone forgot a space. On a great adventure. So this doesn't have Good Old Brian in it at all. I think did I make 2 of these? Yes. So first we're going to have to pick the first or second set, Brian. First or second set, Mr. Goodies. What are we doing? First set, okay. 1, 2, 3, or 4 for the first set. Would you like to see? Well, 3. Okay. Okay, so we're going to skip that one. In the short desert, they found a leprechaun blocking the path who was crying. Which one are we going to use for him blocking the path crying? Number 1. The leprechaun was stuck in a pot of gold and couldn't get loose. He looks happy and oh, sorry, way too big. Giant size. Why is this over so far today? I think the size of my screen is off. It should be. There we go. All right. Looks better now. Everyone can see everything. I've lost the chat. 4. All right. A man named Good Old Brian and the magical rabbit thought about what they could do to help the leprechaun get out of the pot of gold. None of these are showing us what we want. Maybe we should remake this one. What do you think? Should we remake it? What do you think, goodies? You think I should remake this one? There's just no... Okay. So you can either hit the remake button, which is going to drop us down another version at the bottom. But, well, let's not go through these yet. Oh no, this is going to mess everything up. It's okay. We'll just skip. And the remake might not come through any better. We might have to actually like reword it. magical rabbit thinking of how to help a leprechaun stuck in a pot of gold. You need a rabbit with a leprechaun. I know, and it's giving me like a bear and a mouse and like, what is this? This is some sort of weird bear thing. I swear I only get text messages during this time of the day, and they're never really there's no importance to any of them. Oh, it is warm in here. I need to turn off some lights. All right. Let me just turn off a light or two here. Just a little bit less heat. Oh, okay. Getting the mood lighting in for the second half of this show, which shouldn't be too much longer. We'll end up wrapping up here within the half hour. Okay, so where were we? We're waiting for this one to load. What I should do is I should do this real quick while we're here, and I can kind of put it together. You should see what I've been working on lately, but we're not going to get into that. Maybe if we have time. We're going to call this the Mad Story. Just real quick, and we're going to save this. Just create. Okay. And we won't really need this now. I just wanted to keep this open. And I'm going to move this over here. Because what we will need to do is we're going to do this, right click, save image as. We're going to drop into our Midjourney workspace. We're going to put a new folder. This is going to be called Mad Story. We're going to open that. We don't need any proof of purchase, but we are going to... Oh, that shouldn't have been too many ones. Sorry, boys. Alright. So good, we're starting to save these. This way I can just easily drop them into a slideshow as we go through. And hopefully I can get it to work. See how fast I can go, right? Alright. Oh, did we? And we chose this one for leprechaun stuck in a pot of gold. Nice, okay. And then a man and his magical rabbit thinking of how they could help the leprechaun stuck in the pot of gold. Why did he make the man the leprechaun? See, and this is like the frustrating part of Midjourney is that even if you like you might separate the two and like do a man and a magical rabbit thinking, and then go back to the man in the pile of gold. What do you think we should do here? Goodies, should we continue on? Should we pick something from one of these? Just like none of these are good. See if we can do like a harsh separation. I don't know if this will work. I think one is good enough on the first set. This one? Is this the one we're talking about? Or are we talking about like the very first set? Okay. Yeah. Okay, too much going on right now. Update. So we're gonna take this first one. They're just all sorts of leprechaun. That's the one. That's the one, number 4. There's our friend. Good old Brian. Or this one. And all his chaos. Yeah, it looks like they're having a cup of tea. But we're gonna take this one. Alright, so that's our 7th frame for our story. And we're gonna go back because we're still in it to win it. We're not even close to the end. Okay, there's our... we just got through how to... Leprechaun was stuck in a pot of gold. Then we picked this one. Alright, suddenly... The magical rabbit had an idea. Which one are we going to pick from this one? Goodies. What magical rabbit is having an idea? Which one? Okay, Lee says 2. Goody says 4. 4 or 2. 4 or 2. Someone make a decision. I mean, if we divide and conquer, we get 2, but 4 is good too. Alright, I'm thinking we're gonna go with 4. It's too much magic in that guy. Okay. So for the sentence, let's share our potatoes, which one are we going to use for that one out of this one? Man, goodies, this is a good idea, but it's lots of work. Let's share our potatoes. Which one are we using? Let's share our potatoes. What are we using for that? Number 1. Alright, and then after the leprechaun was free, he was so grateful he granted the man and the magical rabbit each one wish. Which one should we take here? Which one are we taking here? What did I call this? It's called... I don't know what it's called. What did I just call this thing? One. We're taking one. Alright, and the next one is the magical rabbit wished to see the rolling hills of Ireland. I'm not trying to ignore you guys. I'm also uploading them as they come in and trying to get this started on this side. What are we doing for the rolling hills of Ireland? 4? Alright, I'll take 4. Good old Brian and his pint of Guinness. Which one are we going to do for that one? Alright. Good old Brian and the magical rabbit and the leprechaun took a horse and buggy to the magical yoga mat, and they were there in no time. So which one are we going to pull for this one? Three? Okay. When they returned home, good old Brian, the magical rabbit, and the leprechaun read sad Irish poetry to celebrate. Which one is them reading sad Irish poetry? Which one are we finishing the story off with? Which one is them reading sad Irish poetry? 4? Yeah, I know. Brian's been back and forth being a child and not a child for quite some time now. Alright. So let me scroll down. Let me finish Where were we at? I think we saved this one. Yep, as 7. So we're gonna be on 8. This will be frame 8. This one will be 009. 9. I'm going to try to put this together real quick. It might take me about a minute or two, but it should be done relatively quickly. I actually don't know how many lines this story has in it, but we'll see if we can give it a quick read through. Okay. Just gonna pull this over here. We're gonna switch spots real quick. Just so we can get a look at actually putting this together. And I'm actually gonna need this because I need my words. Actually, what we should do is we should all go on a 5-minute break except for me, and I should finish doing this. Alright, so this one was our last one where he turns into that, which should have been 7, so we're going to take 8 through 14. We're going to drag and drop. This should be the rest of our things. It should just take me a second to build this real quick. And then I'm going to go here, copy. And what we want to do is we want to rewrite our story real quick, and I'm going to do that. Oh dear. Okay. It's okay. We'll be alright with that. Okay. Should we just make it good? Should it be good? I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm not good at making things good. Okay, we'll just try to make it good and quick, okay? That's the plan. That's always the plan. Once upon a time, okay, this second one is not the same part. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna real quick just grab my type tool, paste this in here. Okay, we're going to, nope, we're going to have to use the select key. Sorry guys, just real quick. Maybe bring down the font size a little bit just so it fits. Might be able to do this too here, so they're not all over the place. Whoops. 49. It's all right. I'm not going to get picky about little things right now. Next frame, and drop over here. We are going to grab this next sentence. And unfortunately, this thing's going to go like miles away. Oh. Can I? Nope. Nope. Okay. It's probably terribly broken up, but that's okay. We're not really here for perfection. We're just here for what needs to happen. Maybe all the words should go on the top. I don't know. Kind of look better up there. Okay, who cares? I can't go there that time. Alright. We're going to drop the next line in. And of course, these were a little bit different from our actual words, recentering, just making sure that we're okay. Here's our next line. Ooh, someone subscribed. Well, that's always fun. Thanks, Jenna Juffles. Oh, Juffles? Wow, there's a lot going on there. On the way. Okay, next line. We're just moving along, trying to get this story put together as quickly as possible. Can you make content constantly? Yes, you can. Is it fun? No, it's not. Okay, perfect. That one will work. Of course, you can adjust all this stuff to your liking once you're done. Real quick. We're moving right along. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up, but I probably messed something up. Actually, I think that other one would have been funnier to use for this line. But we'll take a look at it. Sorry guys, I'm going as fast as I can. I have so many windows open right now. Ooh. Oops. It's the biggest pop-out window I've ever seen. All right. So we are just finishing up creating Madlibs here. So this should be wish to see the rolling hills of Ireland, which should be our next. Yes. We're doing good. Everything matches up so far. Almost done. So close. Oh no. It's not what I meant to do. I copied when I meant to paste. Hate that. All right, moving right along. moving right along. Alright, and our last scene. We're gonna drop here. Alright. Wait, I messed up. Did I mess up? I did mess up. Okay, just breaking it up a little bit better. How's it going, Jenna? Just hanging out. Oh, I just messed that up. Sometimes the... Alright, so there we have it. We should have our entire story. We don't have an intro. But I do have an intro picture if I wanted to roll an intro picture. But let's just check out our... let me see if I can set the mood. Probably. Oh, it's so hot today. I don't know if the sound's up good and that's gonna work. Oh, thanks, Jenna. Alright, so our story from our Madlibs, after all created and all done, through thick and thin, we've got... So what do we got? Alright, let's read our story. Let's play it through. Alright. Once a time... Alright, let's start over. That was terrible. Once upon a time, there was See, wait, hold on. Let's pause. Once upon a time, there was a magical rabbit named Charlie who lived in Montana. Maybe we should proof it first before we try to read it, since come on, give me my separation again. Oh, I hate this. This game is no fun. Okay. Well, I just wanted to move this. Perfect. So that I could actually see what I was looking at, which it's not going to let me do. Oh, Photoshop. Premiere sometimes. Sometimes. Okay. Never mind then. Let's make this smaller. Thanks for the huge musical track I have no need for. Thanks for giving me all the room to do that. Right. One day a person named Good Old Brian came to visit, sharing news about a magical... Even though it was... I forgot to put a few title words in here, and of course everything always needs two friends packed up and off they went. On the way they found a leprechaun blocking the path who was crying. The leprechaun was stuck in a pot of gold and couldn't get loose. Okay, I think that's gonna work. All right, let's try to read that through. Ooh, it's already 9:30. Okay, here we go. Music. Try again. Set the stage. Can I go back to good old Brian? Which good old Brian? There's lots of good old Brians. We're going to read the story, and we'll get through good old Brian. We'll stop on him. All right, here we go. Is that playing? Everything needs to play. Once upon a time, there was a magical rabbit named Charlie who lived in Montana. One day, a person named Good Old Brian came to visit, sharing news about a magical yoga mat. Charlie felt very happy. Hold on. Stop. Charlie felt very happy to hear this and couldn't wait to see the magical yoga mat in person, even though it was across the short desert. The two friends packed up and off they went. On the way, they found a leprechaun blocking the path who was crying. The leprechaun was stuck in a pot of gold and couldn't get loose. So the friends thought about what they could do to help. Suddenly, the magical rabbit had an idea. Let's share our potatoes with everyone. After the leprechaun was free, it was so grateful it granted them each one wish. The magical rabbit wished to see the rolling hills of Ireland, and good old Brian wished for a nice pint of Guinness. The three of them took a horse and buggy to the magical yoga mat, and they were there in no time. When they returned home, the three friends sat and read sad Irish poetry to celebrate. And that's the end. That's the end of our story. Wow. That was a lot of work. But, I mean, not really. An hour and a half to write a story and illustrate it to a terrible degree. Yes, it would take a lot more work to actually get something well illustrated. And yeah, the potato thing was weird, but that's what happens with Madlibs. And yes, there's probably spelling errors all over the place, but I just wanted to read it just enough to get it read. No, ChatGPT didn't write this. We wrote this off of like a 1950s Madlibs. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work. From what we started with, which was just basically small text. Whoops, sorry guys. Of what our... Basically from a Madlibs to a written document and trying not to use ChatGPT. Yeah, just putting it all together in one. So writing things from scratch, because I feel like using AI to generate all your visuals, you have to put some human twist on it, and this is not much really. This is like third grade, let's have fun and laugh about a few things and make a silly story, and that's kind of what we did. Man, he is a weird looking man. Right? So just again to run through it if you wanted to. I think we'd have to lengthen a few of the sections here and there. Madlibs, actually, Be Goodies came up with the Madlibs idea a few days ago because we were looking for different categories to prompt. We've done phobias, we've done, what else have we done? Flowers, We did categories. We've done sayings and idioms, which are kind of fun to see what Midjourney thinks about. And we've done a few other things. Actually, we've done a lot of stuff on the side of building things on Midjourney. Man, doesn't good old Brian look happy with his pint of Guinness? And doesn't the Guinness logo look like the Guinness logo? Yeah, I like it. But the Madlibs kind of gives us something to play with. I knew it was going to be tough because Midjourney it's not precise. It's hard to design something the same twice. So it's really just kind of Russian roulette of creating something and then maybe hopefully getting two things that look the logo looks legally distinct from Guinness. I don't even know what the Guinness logo looks like, to be honest. Not the Apple logos. The Apple logos look quite real on Midjourney. So yeah, but for random prompts and making funny stories, this was pretty fun. Thanks Goodies for suggesting it. It was quite the juggling match over here, trying to figure out where to save everything and put things as we built it, but image prompting helps a lot if you want consistent characters. Yeah, and I thought about running image prompts. I think you mean by like adding actual images to Midjourney from old stuff. Is that what you mean by image prompting? Jenna says the image prompting is better way to go, which I assume would be just using kind of what I do in the mixer to make the YouTube thumbnails. I start out with like an image that I prompted plus my original gallery image, and then I add them together to get a lot of these. A lot of these are added images and then mixed with my other images. Also, you can do it, there's a way to get consistent characters by doing using the infinite zoom technique. I've seen that work out. I've been playing with infinite zoom a little bit here and there. But I feel like every time I get to close to infinite zoom, it just turns to black eventually. These weren't infinite zoom projects. These were for the starting page of the Midjourney show. So, but come on, where's infinite zoom again? Sorry, totally failing. But infinite zoom from like the inside of a sunflower to, I tried to get a crow's eye, but it kept putting it in its mouth. But I know what you can do is, I think, here, let me see if I can pull it off. Imagine you do close up of a old man's face, right? Yeah. I just like to add a vignette. Old man's face close up dash. Do we do this one? Yeah. It never comes out quite right when I do it with this aspect ratio, but I hate doing anything else aspect ratio. So 1920 by 1080. I do like infinite zoom, but I have a hard time staying consistent with it, and I get to a point where just don't know what else to think of. Oh, I should have done soft focus. But I hear what you do is you take like a picture where you get nose, mouth, and facial features of somebody, and then you back it out and you can add different things. I'll show you how this kind of works just real quick, and we'll finish up the hour. I know it's getting late. Also, this week I will be on vacation for the end of the week. We will be doing a Midjourney show on Wednesday, and then that'll wrap up until I believe somewhere around the 22nd or 23rd of August. So I will be gone, but there will be YouTube videos going up still consistently. Alright, goodies, have a good night. Thanks for playing. So like you take this one, for example, let's upscale version 4. And then you use your zoom out and you use your custom zoom. Old man. And still this isn't very consistent. Wearing a wizard's hat. And then we zoom out twice and we'll see what goes. Okay. Goodbye, Kylie. Have a good night. We'll be finishing up here soon. I'm glad I'm moving up the Midjourney show up an hour because that makes it nice. Jenna Fuffles. So then you have like 4 very consistent central facial features. Jaffuffles. Jenna Jaffuffles. There's a lot of words in a lot of uffles in the uffles. And then you can do this, and then you can go back here to this one, do custom zoom again, and then you do old man wearing a pirate's hat. And like still again, like I don't know what you can do with any of this stuff. I've seen people kind of merge things back and forth. Jaffuffles. One less uffle. Jaffuffles. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Great. I've made it. I've graduated. Then you can get him in a pirate hat. And basically what I've seen people do is kind of do like the merge thing where everything else moves around him, and then it like morphs into him being a pirate or him being, but the face, like the central face stays the same from that zoom. Yeah. It's kind of cool if you're trying to work with something. I really haven't found, I don't know, like maybe if you had a character that was central in, we can try something else. Let's try imagine a green alien, and I don't know if it just works for a green alien, just a green alien, right? And like you can get that very consistent. I could see if you were doing a long movie and you wanted the same character, you could like flip it and change it, their costume. Yeah. I haven't quite figured out what Midjourney's for really, and that's why we have the Midjourney experiment, because I just don't know what to do with it. Do you create stuff for Livewire and Wirestock or whatever and sell things? Is that really the way to go? Is making stickers the way to go? Is making anything really the way to go, or is it just something for fun? Let's see. Let's try this again, and let's just put him in some different environments. Which one should we take? Nice. Instagram is good. Well, that sounds good. I'll have to check out your Instagram. So if I took, I like this. These would be good for Instagram shorts. It's like Stable Diffusion and Deforum and Warp Deforum and all that stuff to like make really short Instagram videos. But I mean, I understand Instagram videos are content too. It's just, at what point do we like, all right, what are we making this for? Let's upscale number 2 just for fun. And again, we just do the same thing. Custom zoom out, and we put them in the grocery store, right? Submit. Pop them out again. At the barber shop. Why would an alien be at the barber shop? He's got no hair. And then where else can we go? Put him at the zoo. At the zoo. In a movie theater. Where else? Where else? Where else can he be? At a party. At the end of time. All right. You want to put him in Walmart? We'll put him in Walmart. I like it. Does Midjourney. I mean, but like a green alien at Walmart would just be a normal person at Walmart. You'd just be like, oh, that person's just supposed to be here. All right, so like, I mean, even the top of his head isn't all that consistent. I mean, it's consistent here. Here he is at the grocery store. So you could do like him changing places. So here we have different grocery store settings. His body changes a little bit, which is kind of a problem with not having, like, because we don't have his body. So everything outside of that square is going to change, of course, and it's going to pretty much make the center central. So there he is at the grocery store, and then we can have him, where is he at? The barber shop? Okay, he's at the barber shop sitting in the chair the wrong way. He's not sitting in the chair correctly here. There's no barber. He's there for a perm. Uh-oh. Who messed this one up? Someone messed this up. And now it must be deleted. And it must be fixed. All right. At the zoo. Okay. At the movie theater. And see, it blurs things out so bad that I just always feel like sometimes it cheats. Now he's wearing a t-shirt here. At a party. He's got a cocktail with him. So you'd be able to, his center face is going to stay completely stable, and he'll change a little bit. It could create some movement. I don't quite know. I haven't quite put one of these together. And I think mainly because I don't really post anything anywhere. It all just goes up here. And really what I need to do is buy Topaz and start up enlarging photos. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Jenna, Jaffuffles. It's just Jaffuffles. Alright. Anyways, Jenna, thanks for tuning in and giving some input, talking about Midjourney a little bit, and seeing what we're doing over here. It'd be great if I could get the Instagram or the deets, or follow you. I can probably follow you on Twitch, can I? Yeah, I can follow you on Twitch. Cool. I'm not good at all the Twitch things, but I'm getting better, so we're just working on it. But thanks for tuning in and hanging out and checking some things out. I do appreciate new stuff and people talking about Midjourney, because it helps me learn how things work as well. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for the night. We created our own little story, our own little Madlibs movie. We'll just play it one more time and we'll be out of here. So everyone have a great evening and happy Monday. Let me see if I can drop our audio back in wherever that did go. Nope, that didn't go there. It should have gone here. Oh, it disappeared. No audio. Guess we're just gonna have to roll it out with no audio. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. We'll see you next time. Everyone have a good week, and we'll see you on Wednesday for, I believe, another phobia session. So, yeah, that'll be it. Have a good night, everyone, and peace.